Hello, friends, and welcome once again to Legal Biz Cafe. I am your host, attorney Shaune B. Arnold, and check it out. Tonight, we're going to take a flying leap. No, this is not me telling you to take a long walk off a short pier. There's no requirement to jump in a lake. We are going to take a leap of faith this evening. But before we go jumping off, we want to do a little bit of housekeeping and let you know just what we're doing here on Legal Biz Cafe. I have been a business consultant for 40 years, and I have been a business attorney for 30 of those 40 years. And I find in dealing with clients and their businesses that they have a number of mindset issues that stop them from building that business. These mindset issues keep people up at night. They hold people back. They stop you from building that iconic business and from doing other things that you love. So we are going to take that leap of faith and help you build the business of your dreams. So what do we do first? Do we just leap and grow our wings on the way down? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you trust that you have what you need, that you can actually manifest the things that you want in your life? That is the faith part. It would be impossible for most of us to jump into a vehicle and go screaming down the highway without faith. Now, I'm not talking about dogma because, frankly, dogma annoys me. Dogma is responsible for untold millions of deaths and for suffering in this world. What I'm really talking to you about tonight is your level of consciousness. Did someone just say Giordano Bruno? Your level of consciousness is what you're open to and who and what you attract into your life. You see, you have an energy signature that vibrates. It vibrates your beliefs. It vibrates your emotions. Life actually responds to this energy signature, for better or for worse. So what do you believe? What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe you're worth? Here's that money question. The true answer to this question keeps you from raising your prices and fees like you know you need to do and you know you deserve to do. What do you believe that the world offers you, and what is it that you deserve to receive in this life? These are really important questions. You know, as a young woman, I was very skittish and fearful in relationships. I was scared to death to consider things like marriage and children. And the universe actually returned that same energy to me again and again. It proved to me over and over again that marriage was not right, that children were not right, that relationships equal pain. Now, hindsight being 20/20, I realized that life mirrored my energy. It came right back to me. If I had been of a different mindset, I might have had a very different experience. So what do you expect of this world? Are you expecting to win? Do you think that you don't stand a snowball's chance in hell of making things happen for yourself? Do you feel the world and all of powers that be are against you? If that is what you think, you're absolutely right. It doesn't matter what you want. You're going to get what you believe every single time. You're going to get what you are. So when you take that leap, visualize your landing, orchestrate it in your mind. What is it going to look like when you believe the laws of the universe will bend in your favor and you then manifest your desires? Let's dig a little deeper and talk more about the other half of that equation, taking the leap of faith. Let's be clear. I'm not advocating leaping into nothingness. Once you know where you're going and once you believe that you're going to get there, then you're cleared to take that leap. That can surely be scary. It has been said that until the pain of staying the same becomes great enough, we will never change. You have to work to take that leap. You have to feel the need to take that leap. I'll give you an example. On my 38th birthday, I jumped out of an airplane at 12,400 feet. This was just outside of Las Vegas, over by Lake Mead.
Let me tell you something. I was scared to death to do this. We went through a half day of classes. After class, before they will give you a jumpsuit, they make you go pee and then put on the jumpsuit, I guess to safeguard their jumpsuit on the way down. Then we got into an airplane that was roughly the size of a Volkswagen van with a 21-year-old kid actually flying the plane. We went up in a spiral that was nearly vertical. Now, my boyfriend at the time was on the ground because he did not want to leap out of this airplane. He was watching. He said from his perspective, he lost sight of the plane. He was wondering where we went because the only thing he saw up there was a plane that had a vapor trail behind it. He said, "There's no way she's going to jump out of that. Oh, look, here comes that big dummy now."
Now, back at the ranch, here, I was up on that plane and spiraling upwards in a dizzying stream. I was seriously losing oxygen. Thank God the plane was rickety, because a thin stream of air was blowing past my face, and I kind of leaned into that stream and willed myself not to panic. I was thinking, I can't jump out of this plane. I can't jump out of this plane. But the higher we went, the less oxygen I had. I took one look at the kid driving the plane and thought to myself, I've got to get out of this plane. In that moment, the pain of staying on that airplane was way outweighed by my fear of skydiving. So the time came, and the instructor hooked himself onto my back, and the doors opened. My heart was literally pounding in my throat, and I looked around for Lake Mead. It was about the size of the bed of my thumbnail.
I hesitated. I looked back once more into the plane, and that was it. I leaped with an, "Oh, my God."
So where are you in your life or your business right now? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel like you're in your space and in your element and everything is just fine? If you are in that comfort zone, I can almost guarantee you that you're not going to take that leap of faith. You're not likely to take that leap as long as you remain in that comfort zone. I encourage you to get as uncomfortable as you possibly can in this life. Your growth rate is outside of your comfort zone. So take that leap of faith. Pluck up your courage. Envision where you want to be and how you want it to look, and then examine what you believe about your prospects of getting it. Examine what you believe about what you deserve and what you're going to get on the other side of that leap. Envision it, hear it, taste it, smell it, feel it. Only when you completely envelop yourself in it are you likely to manifest what you want. You've heard me say before, when I was a college student, every single semester, I would pick up the catalog that would tell me all of the classes that I needed to take to get my degree. I would spend a lot of time just deeply, deeply staring at each one of those classes, even though I didn't know a thing about what was going on in any of those classes. I counted those classes. I was in those classes before I ever walked through the door, so that when it came time for me to take yet another class, it was doable. And yet another class, it was doable also. I was able to envision what I wanted. I was able to see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, and feel it so that it was real to me. That's what you need in order to really take that leap of faith and land on solid ground with both of your feet underneath you. You need to be able to see, hear, smell, taste, and feel your results. So in addition to that, get out of your comfort zone. If seeing it, hearing it, smelling it, tasting it, and feeling it, if that leaves you feeling that it's going to be easy and satisfied, then I would suggest that you pick another goal. Take one that's outside of that comfort zone, because that's the only way that you're going to really grow and attain something that's going to stick to your ribs, so to speak, something that you know you're not going to want for just 3 seconds and then toss it over your shoulder because it was too easy. Nothing that is going to be worth attaining in this life is going to be easy. That's just the way it is. That's the nature of the beast. So I encourage you pluck up your courage, and find that thing that you want. Step all the way to the edge, take that leap of faith, and grow your wings on the way down. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for joining me on this week's episode of Legal Biz Cafe. I am your host, attorney Shaune B. Arnold. I encourage you to follow me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and Twitter X. In all of these places, my moniker is Shaune.Arnold. In the meantime, I am reminding you, as always, to maximize your competence to get the confidence you need to succeed. And thank you for joining me this week. I'll see you right back here again next week on Legal Biz Cafe. Bye-bye, friends.